Hello everyone and welcome to the race. This is the Italian Grand Prix. I'm recording this post the wet race this morning in F1, so hopefully we fare a little bit better than they did, but the rain's expected around lap 15 or so, and I don't know what it's going to do for the rest of the race, although we were expecting rain, so I wouldn't be surprised if we have more. Now, that being said, did we have any setup? I don't remember this setup being so terrible. Okay, that setup's better. Yeah, let's go with that setup. I don't know why we would use a setup that he doesn't like, and I don't know why the game seemingly defaulted to a setup he did not like. Better, though. Okay. So, without further ado, oops, one more thing. We gotta push and push. Especially because we're gonna have to get off these tires once it starts to rain, so I don't really care what happens to them. But we always push to start because the tires always start out really cold for whatever reason. Alright, we are off. And actually we should probably be watching the race up front. Oh, it's a pack of cars. Oh my god, all the McLarens are getting through. The Renault, ourselves, all the racing points, the alphas, oh my god, it is a cluster down here. Let's give them both high engine mode. Let's see if we can pick up some spots here along the outside. Not gonna do it as we come around to the back straight, just about. And on the rundown back to the start finish line, just gonna edge in front of a couple of cars, but we're not gonna have the inside, and somehow that fucking Alpha got through every car there. I have no idea how. Alright, it is a crazy start here, but once the rain comes, things will be even fucking stupider around here. So, oh, okay, he just like slingshotted through the middle there somehow. Not exactly sure what prompted that as we come around the outside. Ugh. All right, we're currently sitting 10th and 11th, so we've got some work to do here if we want to get back in this one, but should be able to make a move work coming up. Got the inside line coming to this corner this time, so this should stick. And it does indeed stick, so we have advanced a position up into 9th, although we are down from where we actually started the race, of course, because why not? Schumacher struggling to get past Raikkonen, but it's not a big deal, and I'm gonna keep using this engine mode because once it rains, I don't know what engine mode we'll be in, but I'm trying to get a move done while it's still possible. I'm going to ask him to attack. Gets the move done. Okay. Good work. Now let's come back here, see what we've got going on. Let's go to attack. Dive up the inside. Not gonna do it. He's gonna get it done here though somewhere. And dive up the inside. And cover the inside into the turn. And wonderful. Alright, back to push. I'm going to throw both their engines down to medium now. And hop up back here, up in 8th place. Doing pretty well. There is debris on the track. Your tire degradation is through the roof. Yes, we know. But you're going to be coming off these tires relatively soon. So, I fear not for your tires. At least until they get to like 50%, then maybe I'll back them off a little, but for now I don't really have any particular concerns when it comes to the tires, because we're not going to be using these tires. So, I mean, whatever. Attempting to get past Sergio. You have overtake mode. Oops, that was the wrong person to give that to. Wonder why. I was like, you don't seem to be going any faster. I'm clicking the wrong fucking person's boxes. Get it done. So much fuel is being burned. We're like the singular cause of global warming right now. All right, up into 9th. So we now sit 8 and 9. And the rain clouds are not quite here yet, but we are getting closer. I'm getting ever closer to the rain clouds. I'm going to ask them both to go to neutral driving styles right now as we're approaching the 50% mark, and we've got about 50% more race to go before we'll want to pit. I may have mismanaged this a little bit because I don't know if the tires are going to cool, so I think the degradation is going to continue. But, you know, well, what you gonna do? Oh, we're attempting to overtake Lance Stroll, are we? How did we catch up to Lance Stroll? Our car just better? I guess so. It says he's attempting to overtake him. I mean, I guess in the literal sense that he's in 8th and Stroll's in 7th, and so anytime someone's in front of you, you're trying to get past them, but we're not exactly close. I mean, we're not far, but we're not close either. Let's hop back here. Please bring down your tire temperatures. Come on, bring down these tire temperatures. They're not in a good window right now. They're a little toasty. A little bit toasty. We don't need them to last that much longer, but they do need to not, you know, just fall off your car right now. We're going to get passed by Danny Rick here. Oh, no. Yeah. Right on our tail. We're still a ways away too. I think I might have cooked the tires a bit too much. Bit too much earlier. May have mismanaged that a tad bit. And another Renault has gone through. Hopefully we'll pick up these places by just pitting properly, because hopefully the computer will be slow to react to the rain. It seems probable. The computer is pretty much always slow to react to like things like that, so they always mismanage it seems. So hopefully like none of these guys should be on hard tires with a forecast of rain like that. but they are. So it's really a problem that we just got passed by all the cars that were behind us, but especially the Renaults, because we're competing with them in the constructor points situation. But you know, what you gonna do? We're now falling significantly behind, but like I said, hopefully we will maximize the pit window. Let's go to 4 times speed just so we get to that part of the race, I guess, because otherwise not much is happening here. I'm gonna call him in this round right here. This go round will be his pit. Up here, he's gonna have to wait one more time around, which is gonna be tough because he's suffering some serious degradation, but not good that the 2 Renaults got past us there, but they stayed out. They stayed out. I don't know why they would stay out there, but they did. Back here in the battle for pitting on time, we are fighting Sainz, who did also pit, and is also on the correct set of tires. We should be climbing up the order here shortly. Neither Renault has pit yet, for whatever fucking reason. For whatever reason, the Renaults don't believe in pitting. I don't really know. I don't get it. Did they pit? No, still neither. They're still doing, I mean, decently well for themselves, all things considered. Alright, so the rain's gonna stop, but then it's gonna pick up again. So this is a lot like the real race, because, and by the real race, I mean, I know it wasn't in Italy, but the race today, where it was just like constantly like flipping back and forth between tires, thinking you know what you're doing, even though you actually don't. So now we're 10th and 12th, which is not bad. Got past the Renault there. So the Renaults that have refused to pit made a mistake there, because now Ricciardo is dropping way down the order. Hulkenberg is still on the wrong set of tires. So we're going to stay in high engine mode for another couple of seconds just to try and get as far out on the Renaults as we can. Because they're our main competition as far as the constructor championship. So we want to make sure that we're beating them. Now, the rain is still going to be going for a little bit. Then it is going to stop. Oh, didn't I turn this off? I know I said I didn't, but then I think I thought I went to. But I think I actually went over here and did his driving style instead. I'm not really very good at paying attention to it. Ever since like I switched this fucking drive, not having Magnussen is the problem. Like, I'm confused by like what I'm doing. Get past Stroll. You have permission to dive past Stroll. Let's slow this down and watch the dramatic overtake. Ooh. Gets it done on the straight. Well done. Well done. Well done. All right. The rain is increasing. It's getting really wet out here right now, but it's going to dry up in a second because the rain's going to stop. So if any of the computer people decide to pit for wet tires, because we're getting into the territory where I think the game would like wet tires or would recommend wet tires, that could benefit us if they make a mistake. I hate, that a strategy game, like half the time I'm just relying on the game fucking up the strategy, but yeah, you gotta take what you can get, you gotta take what you can get. Like, sometimes you gotta rely on your knowledge versus what the game seems to have as the common knowledge. Let's hop back with Schumacher. He's pretty far away from everyone, where everyone's pretty far away from everyone again. I don't know why this keeps happening. Keep ending up a little bit separated from the pack. We've got people behind us, but no one in front of us. Like in front of us, we've got lapped cars, and then a wide gap between Schumacher and the pack following Pietro. So, all's well, I suppose. Now it's about to go dry. The question is, when does the track dry? Because I don't know. Will the track be dry by the time it starts to rain again? Like, how quickly? This says it'll be dry around lap 36. And around lap 36 is when the rain's expected to pick back up. So I don't think it's worth pitting. But it is right on that line. Like, it's right on the line. Like, right now, we definitely still need to be on this compound. The problem is if we pit, we'd have to pit immediately again. Like, it might make sense, I don't know, to pit then for like, another set of inters? I don't know. Although we might get overtaken by Sebastian Vettel here. Unfortunately for us, no one has crashed out yet from the Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes triplet fuckery. So we still have to compete with all those cars, which means honestly the best we can hope for probably is 7th place, but we'll see how long we can hold them off. Maybe they'll pit, maybe they'll do something weird. Like, it's right there where you want to pit. You want to pit right now. You think you have a chance to pit, but you actually can't. There's a lot of team orders going on here at Alpine Racing. I feel like they just keep popping up down there. Oh, don't crash, you two fucking idiots. Just stay away from us. Just let him through, because at the end of the day, he's going to get through regardless. There's nothing really we can do about that. Unfortunately. We gotta watch, though. Is anyone gonna pit? Because we will lose a lot of pace for the couple of laps that they do pit, and we'll be on old tires. So if they are gonna pit for the wrong tire, I'd also like to pit and get fresh inters, even though it's still gonna be the wrong tire for a while. I would rather pit and be on fresh inters than to, because I mean, literally the second it's about to go dry is the second it's going to get wet again. So it's real tough. Like, the decision here is, I don't know. But behind us are lapped cars, and then the 8th Stroll is like in between a bunch of fucking lapped cars, and then Schumacher's driving by himself over there. Like, there isn't much going on right now, honestly, in the race, because the gap between our cars and cars that are actually the cars we're racing is significant, and largely just taken up by nonsense cars. On the bright side, all of the Renaults are out of the points right now. So, because like last week it was like that too, and then they got back in. So Giovinazzi has pit force offs. So one of the AI teams has decided to pit. The question it becomes, do more teams pit? And I'm watching ever so closely because I do want to pit when they pit to get fresh enters if I can. But if they're not going to pit, then I don't want to pit. You know? Like, it's real close because we're getting there. Like, this is the lap. If they don't pit this lap, then it's going to start raining again, basically. And if I can't follow them... Oh, no. What happened to us? Our front wing is busted. That's terrible. But there's nothing we can do, so... I understand, but... Red Bull has used team orders to allow Max Verstappen to pass Pierre Gasly for 4th place. Well, that... Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. I'm not pitting to fix this front wing, so he's just gonna have to figure it out and get it to the end somehow. Although the tires are degrading. Like, the degradation is quite high, quite frankly. He's right on the line. He can't push any harder. Schumacher could push harder, but it's gonna degrade the tires, so I don't know if he should push harder. We're completely dried out at this point. I have no idea why Giovinazzi is the only one who pit. At least you'd think the AI would all make, like, a roughly similar choice. I don't know. Like, what led Giovinazzi's team to be like, yeah, come in, and then no one else? And why did only they... Like, they didn't pit Raikkonen. I don't get it. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. George Russell has spun. Oh, the gap to Perez has really shrunk down there. I don't know what we're supposed to do, because on the one hand, our tires are dying a death. On the other hand, everyone's tires are in the same place. If not, the people in front of us, actually, a lot of them are in a worse place. Are we gonna all pit at like lap 44? Because that's what it's looking like right now. Oh my god. I just got fucked by a blue flag there. Not the best. Not the best. 9 laps to go. Giovinazzi spun. Giovinazzi collides with Stoffel Van Dorn. He's under investigation. Has been given a 10-second penalty for causing a collision, but now the Renault is catching up to us. No, the Renault is now overtaking everyone. He says he hears something strange in the engine, but I need to get past this stupid Renault. We are losing, like, all the pace here. What is happening? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand. This keeps happening where, like, the Renaults come back at us, like, at the last part of the... no! He spun, and he's in the middle of the track, and it's all bad. It's all bad. Oh, no. You asshole. Fuck you. Now you're not even in the points. You stupid fuck. Now that's really not helpful to the team. I'll get you a fresh set of tires. It's, yeah. Oh, the engine is not looking good. The engine might blow up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You're still dragging your front wing, but he should be good. As long as he can get the car home, he should be fine because he's got a big gap to Stroll. So we're going to bring a car home in 7th. Ricciardo's going to probably finish in 9th unless he crashes out. Because he's not going to catch Stroll, so we'll net out more points than they are. And I think we're dead tied right now in the standings. So, I mean, could be worse, I suppose. Could be worse. Although he is about to blow his engine. So that could be bad. But, you know, we're almost, our development center for engines is almost ready, right? we're almost there when it came to that. So oh my god, he spun again. What the fuck? And he just got smashed into by Vettel, but I guess that wasn't real. He spun again. This dude can't drive in the wet, clearly. Clearly. Wait, Gasly and Valtteri just pit? That's weird. And it doesn't matter, I guess, but that's weird. Well, might as well just tell him to attack since he keeps spinning the car anyway while driving normally. Or semi-normally. How much worse could it be? And his engine's gonna blow up pretty soon, right? Like, it's right on the line there. So, like, watch. Ready? Let's just watch the engine blow up in real time. Ready? Let's go. To the engine in real time. In real time, the engine is gonna explode. This car looks like hell. Like, the brakes are... everything looks fucked on this car. Well, he did a personal best lap in his super duper engine mode, so there's that. Clearly gonna need a new engine. Because, yeah. Oh no. Oh no, it dropped. And the brakes are bad. It's all bad. It's all bad. Alright, alright, alright. Just slow your roll, fella. Meanwhile, ask him to conserve his tires a little bit because he's got a big gap and the only thing we can't afford to do is crash or somehow end up in a worse state of tire. So, Raikkonen has now suddenly pit, so we've gained a position there. Okay. Danny Rick has dropped to 9th somehow, because or 10th, because he also pit for some reason. I guess we can root for Carlos Sainz. Here, let's watch the real race. Oh no, Ricciardo is suffering from problems of some sort. Ricciardo has problems, but Sainz is now dropping back because he got stuck behind the fucking car, the lapped car. He's stuck behind Albon or whoever the fuck it is who's in the goddamn way. So that's fun. Schumacher's still doing best laps. Well, he can't do worse laps because he spun on almost every single other lap. So, but our rival Ricciardo here suffering from some sort of mechanical problem, but I don't know what. If only he would drive off the circuit and crash into a tree. He's conserving all his power. He has no fuel, apparently. None. None to speak of. This race has been relatively boring. I'm gonna be honest. For a wet race, this had little in the way of drama. Oh, let's check out as we... oh, we have another lap to go here for our boy. He's on his final lap now as he makes his way around the track with barely enough tire temperature to not freeze them, but also barely enough tires to push any harder. And all right, so from the bench comes the man, and he finishes 7th. If Magnussen was in this race, he would guaranteed be 24th. So 7th and 12th, not ideal, but next year, because we did vote for that rule change, 12th would have paid out points as well, so we would have had points from both drivers. So, not the worst. Could have gone better, but not the worst we've ever done. And we hopefully will be getting a new engine soon so that we will avoid this situation in the future. And in the point standings, Schumacher is now a place behind Kevin Magnussen. In the team standings, Haas, Formula Racing team, has gained 5-point advantage over Renault Sport and is not comfortably, but in 4th place and comfortably behind the Red Bull for 3rd, I'll tell you that. So, that was kind of a boring race, I'm gonna be honest, but it was a race. So, if you enjoyed that, which you probably didn't, but if you want to enjoy a different episode, you should subscribe so you can see the next episode. If you want to see episodes that were more fun than that, there's a playlist linked below with those episodes. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I will take a look and take your advice. Both people had a top 15, well, top 15 got -5, top 10 got +6. All's well that ends well. We made some money. Not too bad. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.